Hello there! Once again, this is Anton from Anton Bay, and for my last comic book haul video, I did a bunch of independent comics and things like that that I had got from my El Paso comic book haul. And today I'm going to show you the Marvel comics that I got, and then finally after this I'll show you my DC comics I got. I'm probably most excited about the Marvel haul just because of this book. This is the first comic I have ever purchased off of the wall of a comic book store. Shaun of the She-Devil number 5. This is 1973. I know there's a lot of collectors that have old books like this. I have a few. I have quite a bit of old books like this, but I don't have enough to say that I have a bunch. And so I was super thrilled. I saw this. What had happened was I had traded in some very high value books, and I got basically a whole bunch of store credit and just went nuts and had a shopping spree. I did not pay $20 for this. I got a pretty good deal on it. Less than that, but it's the first time I've ever just gone up and said, I looked at the wall and said, I want that one. I'm usually the guy digging in the bins, the dollar bins, the 50-cent bins, whatever I can get for less, because I hate paying a whole bunch for comic books. It's kind of a thing with me. But when you got the store credit, when I had the availability and the opportunity, I got this book, and I am so happy to have it. Next, I pulled this out of another bin he had. This is 1981, the Savage She-Hulk. I have the first issue of this series. I have quite a few issues of this series. I love the covers. I love the art. I love the character. It's something that I'm not going to leave when I see it and have the ability to buy it, especially when I have a large lump of store credit and can really knock some of these down that I've been eyeing for years. Next up, he had this one in a bin that was marked down. This is Marvel 2-in-1 Thing Confronts the Power of Sasquatch. And I got it mostly just because I absolutely love Alpha Flight. I love Sasquatch. It's got a little fold in the corner. It's not great shape. I'm not a high-end collector guy, but I have an attraction to things that I like, and that's what I want to buy. And this was one of the books that just jumped out at me, and I was like, oh man, I want that. Another thing I found that he gave me, I think he cut this price in half. I think I ended up paying $2 for this. Is this Red Sonia, the She-Devil with a sword. They did love the phrase She-Devil back then. Just this cover just jumped at me, and I really dug it. 35-cent cover price, issue number 6. When you get a book that looks like that, I love it. I also found this. This was in a dollar bin, and I was like, are you kidding me? A dollar bin? And it's the Savage She-Hulk, number 11. This is 1980. We've already covered why I love She-Hulk and why I will always pick these up if I see them at a reasonable price. I was looking for more sensational She-Hulk stuff, but this particular, it was just one issue floating around in there, and he's like, yeah, you can have it for $1. So, I mean, I'm not going to not get it for $1. Now, there was a bunch of other things in like the dollar bin that were not super fantastic, but I still had to grab them because Mad Dog, never heard of this, and it just looks stupid. So, hell yeah, I'm going to get that. Look at it. Would you leave that for $1? And as I was pulling these, it was from his dollar bin, but he cut me a deal, and I think I ended up paying like 75 cents a piece for them. Not very much, but I got issue 5 of Mad Dog as well. I don't know what the deal is with Mad Dog, but the art's not great or anything like that. But it's from that fun era of Marvel. Oh, it's got a different Mad Dog on the back. All right, I did a video on Power Pack recently about how do they or do they not suck. And the consensus, I think, is mostly that they didn't. They just kind of weren't marketed very well. I saw this issue in the dollar bin, and I've never seen this cover before. I don't remember this. And I thought it looked great. I loved this cover. Absolutely love that cover. Ringmaster, and it's got the little rings all over it. Awesome. Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. I will always see these when I see him. He's riding a dragon's tail or something. it's just cool. Yeah, like I said, I will always pick up an Indiana Jones comic. Always. If I see it, if it's in a bin, if it's reasonable, I'm grabbing it. He had a bunch of issues of Wonder Man, and I know I've got a pretty good pile of them started. I know he's not like a great book or anything like that, but of this era, you know, I really did love this era of Marvel, so I do pick up these books. Wonder Man number 7, I grabbed Wonder Man number 14. Wonder Man number 3, which I think he's getting punched by... Oh, I thought it was somebody I knew. It's not somebody I know. But very 90s looking book. But very colorful. It's what I want in a comic book. It's not as classic as stuff like that, but it's still in that, you know, non-digital phase. I don't know. I like this stuff. I love this cover. He's throwing Chode or whatever that guy's name is. You got Hepzibah in the back. I can't remember this dude's name. Wonder Man number 8. Back when Thor had a mask and a beard. Anyway, I know they're not like amazing books, but they're definitely stuff that I grab when I see them, just because of the era of Marvel that they were in, and it's the era that was going on when I started reading comics that I just grew up just loving. So whether the book is any good or not, I don't know. I collect this era. There's issue number 9. I have Excalibur books all over hell, and I have no idea what I have and what I don't have. I don't have an app that tells me what I got. I kind of just go by covers that I remember. And I don't remember this cover, but I thought it was really cool looking. I was like, I don't remember this cover, but damn, I like it. And for $1, I'm going to get it. Well, 75 cents, you know, I'm going to get that. Totally. Also grabbed issue 69. Don't know what's happening there, but I thought it was weird. Got a big, giant looking pretty lady on the cover. I was like, let's go with that. This I grabbed because Kitty Pryde's on the cover. I can't remember if I have this or not. It comes with like a warning there on the front where she's saying, you know, some people might find the material inside may be offensive to the natives of Alpha Centauri. I thought that was great. Kitty Pryde's always cute and always fun. So grab that. Not going to leave it for 75 cents. Picked up issue number 11 of Crystar, the Crystal Warrior. This was a show, I think, or I think it became a show. But it's definitely falls into that era of Marvel and comics in general that I just really wanted. Plus it had Alpha Flight on the cover. I grabbed this one, just obviously this looks great. Saga of Crystar, the Crystal Warrior, number 10. Got a couple of ladies. I don't know what's going on this cover, but I thought it looked really good. Thought for 75 cents, why would I leave it in this bin? I've got a whole bunch of credit I need to burn up here. Let's do it. Let's grab this guy. So, did. And there it is. I'm very pleased with it. Then I picked up this because it's Boom Boom. Now, I don't know what this book is. Weapon X, I'm not familiar with this line. I had phased out of Marvel at this point, but it's issue number 11. I just got it because I love Boom Boom, and she's on the cover. And you take a Boom Boom cover for $1 when you see it. Hells yeah. Was that the Lara Croft ad? Yes, it was. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the first movie for milk. What a great ad. Anyway, picked that up. And then we got into, I found these, they were not in the dollar bin, but he did sell them to me, I think, for like 50 cents a piece or something like that. They were really cheap because they're kind of rough shape, but I was so thrilled. Shogun Warriors, issue number 3. They're quite tattered. They're in rough shape, but damn, I love these comics. Plot, not so, I mean, they're pretty basic plot. But just something about the color palette, the art form that they use in these books. Absolutely love it. I love the covers. And I'm getting more into giant robots. I also thought this was weird. There's ads for like Farrah Fawcett poster, a giant Cheryl Ladd poster, Miss Carter poster, Kiss poster. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I was like, I don't remember ever seeing an ad like that before. But Shogun Warriors number 3, very excited. Need to get it bagged. I don't know why they were loose in the bin. They were in like a bargain bin, but they were getting pretty trashed around. And I think he just, I don't know, just sold them to me cheap to get them out of his store. Shogun Warriors number 4. You can see this has jumped up 5 cents in just a month. That's harsh. Way harsh. Anyway, this is 1979 stuff, so I mean, I don't know what that would even translate to back then. But like I said, love the colors of these. Reading my way through them slowly. They're hard to, I don't really find them that often, so I just grab them when I see them. I also picked up issue number 5, Into the Lair of Demons. And I mean, I'm just into giant robots fighting. And the more I watch like Super Sentai and stuff like that, I just get more and more interested. So this is like a combination of this type of cover and Super Sentai and some Japanese, and you know, it just all excites me. So I'm really digging these. Picked up issue number 6, Shogun against Shogun. And yeah, what more can I say? They're awesome. Got a couple more issues. I picked up Shogun Warriors number 7, which looks awesome. It's probably one of the best covers from this pile that I got. Shogun Warriors number 12, Meteors. And then I think the oldest issue I got, or the latest issue, was 1980, April 15th, a 40-cent cover. They're fighting Yakuza and giant robots. And that was the last issue that, I think the latest issue of the series that I've had. I don't know what else I've got from it. I know I have a few, but I think they're earlier stuff. Anyway, that is the Marvel comics that I picked up from this comic book haul. Hope you guys liked it. If you do, give me a thumbs up or something. Anyway, that's my story. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye.